Hello all, this is Dr. Groovy, Scott Grove of GroovyMusicLessons.com, here to give you a little heads up on something that some of y'all gave me a heads up on. And that is the book, I don't know how long it's been out, a year or two, maybe, The 1001 Guitars to Dream of Playing Before You Die. Okay, this is like a 960 page hardback edition book. A lot of pretty pictures of guitars. Blah blah blah. It's got some, let me go to 1979 and get one issue out of the way, and then I will just give you a quick, or as quick as I do, rundown on this book. I can real quick save you the whole thing for people who just hate to hear me drone and drone and drone, and that could just be to simply tell you that should you buy this book? No. What's wrong with it? The information on every single page is incorrect. All 960 pages? Yes. I honestly went through every single page the day I got it and tried to look for one single page that had the correct information on it, let alone the correct guitar. And if you guys are familiar with the Gibson Modern, it came out back in '58. Supposedly it came out. But still, you should be familiar with it if you know the Flying V and the Explorer. It's the other one, the other white meat that came out back then. But yeah, they show it in here. Well, they talk about it, but they show a picture of like a Gibson ES 175 instead. It's like, that happens a lot. The guitar that they're talking about is not even the one. Anyways, like, they mentioned me a couple times in here, put quotes a couple times, like my infamous V2. Let's see if I can see here. There's a quote from me, Scott Grove. What am I, American guitarist or USA guitarist? Says a quote which is fairly close. The few quotes that they used in here aren't even right, but that's why people contacted me, just to simply let me know that a book that they bought had some stuff on me in it. So of course I spent the $35 in my vanity to see what they're talking about. Do I know the person who wrote this or put it together? I honestly have no idea. So I don't know if I'm slandering them or what I'm doing here. Well, I'm going to slander them no matter what, because I just simply put out the truth, and that's what it is. My first thing should have been the fact that it's distributed here by Hal Leonard. If anything's ever associated with Hal Leonard, folks, it's not going to be a great product. I personally have never seen a single video, DVD, a book, anything that is correct. You know, as you know, if you get sheet music, if you get tab, if you get anything, it's always wrong. It's never right. It's somewhere close, and then it's somebody's interpretation of it, of course, but it's never right. The music's always wrong, as is 99% of all sheet music ever put out. Not talking tabs, but even those. Generally, sheet music is incorrect. It's sometimes close, sometimes ungodly wrong, and especially, again, anything to do with Hal Leonard. So this book is a steaming pile of garbage. I thought it would be at least nice to have in the bathroom to look through and look at some cool pictures. There are some cool pictures, but most of them have nothing to do with the wording that's in here. Again, there'll be guitars in here that, you know, for sure, 100%, and even according to the description, well, not the description, guitars that are definitely made with two humbuckers, and here there's like, oh, and it's got the infamous P90 single coils in it. It's like, no, it doesn't, and it never has, and blah, 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 on down the line. So honest to God, for you guys out there who own this, please, please, please do not ever use this for a reference for anything, especially when you're talking to me and trying to throw my own words back at me. I was incorrectly quoted on anything here, and the instruments that they use to talk about me with, again, that Flying V2, real quick, and then I'll tell you one of the other ones. So here's the Flying V2. They get everything wrong in there about it, especially about the pickups, of course, which are Bell Lawrence pickups. They get that part wrong too, and they say in there that these guitars, which, you know, they later did them with humbuckers in them, you know, some dirty fingers in there, after people didn't like the single coils that are in here. Yes, these are single coil pickups, folks, despite what the book says. They are just simple single coil pickups. Same pickups that are in the Gibson Grabber G3 and the pickups that are in the Gibson S1s, just split in half and blah blah blah. Exact same pickups. They are single coils. They're set in hum canceling mode. Anyway, those guitars are made, the body is made of maple and walnut. Nothing else. Zero. Nothing else. Okay? You have an ebony fingerboard. It gets that wrong too. But in here it says, you know, the guitar is made out of walnut and mahogany. There is no mahogany in that guitar or any variation of it ever across the years. There is never a piece of mahogany on a V2 or its partner, the E2, the Explorer. That is maple, that is walnut. They did another variation where they have the maple on the top, so it's nice and bright looking. And then they have the walnut stripe, and then more huge maple, but it is always maple and walnut, nothing else. Right down the middle of the neck too, maple, walnut. Again, that is ebony, that is not rosewood as stated in the book. So everything in the book is wrong. Not just my pages, every page. There is something wrong if they even show the right guitar, which is also very rare that they show the correct guitar. I'd say at least 1 in 10 pages has the wrong instrument shown. The next one they quoted me on, which was wrong again, the quote, was the Fender Precision, I'm not sorry, the Fender Jazz Plus bass. That's back when they had the Fender Lace Sensor pickups, and they came out at the same time as the Strat Plus and all that. Superior bass, love that bass. And they're just showing some weird off-the-wall Fender bass that is nowhere near the same model. Why? Because somebody just don't know any better. A lot of misspellings in the book, a lot of everything. So if you're planning on buying this book, don't. You know, if I get sued over this, whatever, but I have all the proof in the world right here. And the people who bought it and told me about it, they have all the proof in the world too. It's just a horrible book. It's very thick and it is full of everything. So do not take anything as fact from this book, all the way back to the 1800s, all the way to the new stuff, and showing there's nothing in here that is right on any given instrument anywhere in the book. Some of them are close, but none of them are correct. And again, at least 1 out of 10 pictures are not the correct instrument. And what else can I tell you? It's just a bad investment. It's a bad thing. It was good to see a couple instruments again that I haven't seen in a while. But then again, everything about it is incorrect. Who made it, what it's got in it, all that. So that's it. Just a horrible, horrible book. Again, 2 or 3 people had mentioned that they saw me in it. So I had to see what it was, and glad I did, just so I can say, hey, don't throw this back in my face because I never said it. And especially the crap they're saying that I own and they got the information from me or whatever. Nope. Everything is wrong about anything that is involving me in this book. That's why I think I'm allowed to go ahead and say it, because the things that I talk about, nope, they are dead wrong. So anything that has my name attached to it, they got it wrong. They got the instruments wrong. They show the wrong pictures. Okay, again, no, I was not consulted. I never gave any, okay, go ahead and use me in here. Strange that I'm the only nobody that is quoted in here. There are only like 3 quotations in the entire book. A few by me, David Grohl from Foo Fighters and Nirvana, whatever, is on the same page, or the same opposite page as my V2 thing, and then there's Gene Simmons talking about his court bass. Other than that, I haven't seen any other quotations, just mine a few times. So he may know me, I don't know, but I've never gave permission on this, and again, everything is incorrect on anything that I have, or that person said that I said, or the guitars that I own that he's referring to. The information is incorrect as well. So that's it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. There's not one piece of anything that should be even considered. Okay, so again, don't go around to my site, any other forum or any other site quoting anything from this book and thinking that you got it right because it's in this book, because this book is wrong about everything. Except for it just simply strengthens my argument that everything that comes out via Hal Leonard is a total piece of crap. It's just another piece of crap being distributed by Hal Leonard. People also told me, this is not even in the title, but I'll do this week. These are the LaBella Vapor Shield strings. Everybody's been waiting to come out. Yeah, I think I'm probably the first person on earth to buy these. People want me to do the review on them, and I can already tell you what's going to happen. They're going to go dead in about half an hour. Scott, how do you know? It's very easy to know if you guys would actually watch my other string demonstrations. They're simply made wrong, and they will go dead in a half hour for a player like me who honestly has acidic sweat, which will rust all metals. You know, there's millions of us that have this problem. Okay, again, and it says they're brighter than coated strings and they feel more natural, and they, of course they're going to feel more natural. There's nothing here that's going to stop them from going dead as long as, you know, the same amount of time as normal strings for people who have the same problems I have with my type of sweat, which makes the Elixir polywebs amazing. Again, real quick, I know it's not part of the thing. Polyweb, they coat, it's just like putting pantyhose over a set of strings. It goes over the windings, okay? It doesn't go down in between the windings. So therefore, none of your sweat, none of your crud, none of the dirt from ebony and rosewood fingerboards that really get dirty, none of that stuff is going to come off and get stuck in between the windings because the windings are covered up with the Elixir polywebs. No other coated string in the world does it that way. None. So none of the other ones last, especially for people like me. Again, that's what makes strings go dead, is dead skin, dirt, and other foreign things getting stuck between the windings of your low strings. Okay? That is what makes them go dead. Period. Okay? People can use their other coatings, but they never actually cover that area. Shit still gets in the grooves, so they still go dead. Okay? As long as you're going to sweat, as long as you're going to have dirt, and as long as that dirt, sweat, smegma, anything else gets between the windings, I don't care what you do to it, it's going to go dead. People are like, how about the Maxima, gold plated? Is there still spaces between the windings? Yes, so they're going to go dead. And again, gold is not a ferrous material, so it will not be picked up by your magnets. You know, it's non-magnet, it's not ferrous. So it'll pick up the core of the string, but by putting gold around it, that's not helping your string tone or changing it any, or keeping it from doing anything. You are still getting gunk between the windings. Same with these. The process they do with their amazing Star Trek hocus pocus junk. It's amazing the way people do this. But again, they leave the windings totally exposed, wide open. Your dirt will get in here. Your sweat will get in here. If you don't wash your hands after you crap, your crap will get between the windings. Period. It doesn't matter. It says they actually go through and do this vapor shield, which actually molecularly changes the entire structure and what the strings are made of. They completely change it via their vapor bullshit. So you still left the windings wide open. So shit will get between there. They will go dead exactly as fast as any other string in the world. Again, I'll go ahead and do that review. I bought them just because somebody asked to do it. But I can already tell you, like I have everything else, they will go dead in a half hour. For me, your results may vary, depends on how your sweat is. Okay? So that's it. So once again, on this book, piece of shit, it honestly is piece of shit. If you waste your money, you waste your money just like I did. So what will I do with this? I will either continue to hold on to it to laugh at it, or I will just simply sell it as pretty much new, except for it's almost beat to the shit on corners because it was not packed well. But that's it. So once again, Scott Grove, Groovy Music Productions, Groovy, well, that company too. GroovyMusicLessons.com, as far as you guys are concerned. And here to tell you again, yeah, this is crap. And again, nothing on a single page is correct, except for maybe the person who put it together. Maybe that page is correct. Says it was printed in China. A division of Rizzoli International Publications in New York, New York. And RizzoliUSA.com, printed in China. And all kinds of junk. So there was nobody here to proofread this either, because there are a lot of misspellings, bad English. You know why you don't like all that stuff. I am a spelling Nazi. A lot of that in there for you guys who hate, you know, bad grammar and all that kind of shit. It's all in there. And again, most of the pictures are wrong. Every description is wrong. So if you want to have 1,000 pages of comedy just for the laughter like I have, I mean, I don't know if I'm better or worse for looking through this book. I'm just shaking my head. It's no different than having to answer most of y'all's questions every day, or at least read them. Most of you guys I don't answer, I just block you, because you're usually just as dumb as this book. I honestly try to help you with that, but if you don't listen, you might as well put out your own book like that, and it will be just as useful as that one. So if you own that book, go start a fire with it. But again, do not take anything in there as gospel, because it is all lies. Every last page of it is misinformed. I don't know if the person who put this together is a liar, or just misinformed, or just stupid, or what. But it's just a horrid book, and nobody should read it. And again, nobody should quote anything out of it, because even the quotes that I have supposedly said are incorrect, and everything about any guitars that they refer to me talking about are definitely incorrect. The what they're made out of, the different specs of the guitars, and even the guitars themselves are shown are the wrong instruments altogether. Not from the same decade, not from the same country, not even the same model at all. Again, ES 175, right there on the page it says the Gibson. Help me out again, you already know what I'm saying. Modern. Some of you say modern, but it's modern, which is, it's just funny. And they do that with a lot of instruments in here. You might want to go in here and look at a, you know, Gibson 1275 double neck, and you'll end up with a, you know, 54 Strat. It's honestly that bad. So I'm out of here. You guys be groovy, and I'll come back with whatever I come back with, and then I'll show you how bad these suck. We'll make them go dead right here on the video, because that's what they're going to do. I know all the bass players have been waiting for these, hoping they would be stainless steel. No, they do not offer stainless steel. Nickel only for these strings, period. And again, the windings are exposed, so everything will go dead exactly as every other string in the entire world. In the entire world. Every coated string. Same thing will go just, it's dead just as fast as that. Except for the poly webs. The nano webs, yes, they will go dead too. So, catch you on that one. Again, shred the book, or just know that it is completely laughable, and laugh at it for that reason. Okay? Again, don't quote anything in here, because it is wrong. no matter what page you turn to, something is wrong. Okay? That's it. Take care. Bye-bye.